Welcome to Jersey Woolly Genetics 101, the basic concepts. Rabbit genetics is a fascinating field. For breeders and enthusiasts, understanding these genetics is crucial for predicting the coat color of their rabbits and making informed breeding decisions. What we will be covering today is the basic terminology, how coat color genes are transferred, gene notation, what are alleles, and absolute color rules. The terminology is genotype, the genetic code which cannot always be outwardly seen. Phenotype is the physical characteristics of which can be seen with the eye. Homozygous is an identical pair of genes, and heterozygous is two different genes. Dominant genes can visibly be seen and are noted with a capital letter. They always override recessive genes in terms of appearance. Incomplete dominance doesn't fully exhibit its traits. Purebred animals that transmit similar appearances in each generation. Inbred, when closely related rabbits are bred together. A gene is a combination of biological material that determines how a rabbit looks. Phenotype traits are always exhibited due to a pair of genes. However, each individual gene of the pair can impact the appearance of the rabbit. Each parent can only donate one of its two genes for any trait, so the offspring gets one random gene from each parent, resulting in a complete pair for that trait in that rabbit. A rabbit inherits two alleles for each gene, one from the sire and the other from the dam. Alleles are located at the same position within homologous chromosomes. If both alleles are identical, the rabbit is homozygous for this gene. If both alleles are different, the rabbit is heterozygous for this gene. The basic 5 color series, or the ABCs, the coat color traits are patterns, base colors, yellow levels, intensity and dilution of color, and extension factors. Please refer to the slide for the letters that are commonly used for each of these categories. The 3 patterns are presented in order of dominance: capital A, lowercase at, and lowercase a. Capital A equals agouti. An agouti hair shaft has at least 3 colors on the same hair shaft. Lowercase at equals the tan pattern. A tan pattern is a solid body area with tan pattern markings in the areas of the nostril, eye circles, jowls, inside of the ears, belly, and inside of the legs, and the underside of the tail. Lowercase aa equals a solid. A solid color has the same color on the entire body, including feet and tail. Any color that does not appear to be these 2 colors, black or chocolate, is simply a modification of these 2 colors. Capital B equals black. This is the dominant base color. Lowercase bb equals chocolate. This is the recessive base color. The recessive chocolate is only visible when it is homozygous. The yellow level, the C series. This series is the most complicated. It includes both dominant and incompletely dominant genes, as well as the strongest recessive gene of any of the series. From dominant to least dominant, capital C equals full yellow, which does not change the appearance. Capital C, lowercase chd equals chinchilla, removes all yellow but leaves black or brown. Capital C, lowercase chl is the shaded, removes some yellow leaving black or brown. The ch equals pointed white, removes all color including eyes but not the extremities. Lowercase cc is a ruby-eyed white. It removes all color from all areas including the eyes. It is only visible when the gene pair is homozygous. Dilution, or the D series. Capital D equals intense color, allows black is black, chocolate is chocolate, etc. Full, dense expression of color. Lowercase dd equals dilution of color. The recessive trait is only visible when it is homozygous. When in the homozygous recessive state, lowercase dd, black becomes blue, chocolate becomes lilac, and chestnut becomes opal, etc. Extension, the E series. This series impacts how the base color moves along a hair shaft. This is recessive and is only visible when in the homozygous form, lowercase ee. The only E series gene that we should be working with is the non-extension. Tort, sable point, and oranges are all examples of non-extension. Capital E equals full extension. This gene is most common, does not impact the look of the rabbit, acts only on black pigmentation. Normal extension of color, capital E, results in correct undercolor, correct ring color and width, and correct outer ring tipping, by not interfering with the functions of the A and C gene. Lowercase ee equals non-extension. Pulls the black from the hair shaft. The recessive non-extension lowercase e mutation wipes out all or nearly all black pigmentation altogether by preventing any excessive expressions of black. Depending on the presence of genetics, plus and minus modifiers, the rabbit may still show some darkening at the edges, known as smut. The other 5 color gene series. There are minor gene pairs. All rabbits have these genes. The English, which is the broken gene, Dutch, wideband, silver, and Vienna. The Vienna is lowercase v, which equals a blue-eyed white. These genes are not expressed if they are capital EN, lowercase en, capital D, lowercase u, capital D, lowercase u, capital W, capital S, lowercase I, capital S, lowercase I, and capital V, capital V. The absolute color rules for rabbits. All rabbits are either black or chocolate. A dilute bred to a dilute will always produce dilute. A solid bred to a solid is always going to produce a solid. Chocolate bred to chocolate is always going to produce chocolate. Tort bred to tort will always produce tort. Roux bred to roux will always produce ruby-eyed white. You cannot get a broken from 2 solids. And roux is not always a solid. It can be a broken. Thank you for watching. I hope you stay tuned for further genetics videos.